Well, it shows us as having 6 viewers waiting. I appreciate you guys waiting. Anyway, it looks like we're going live right now. I don't have anything showing up, though, as far as messages or questions. So, what's new with you? I see you all the time. We never really have a chance to talk.
No, we don't talk, do we?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We might talk about other people, but that's not a good thing.
Usually the girls plan our days. It's like, what I don't think people will realize is when you retire, it's tough because you wake up every day and you go, what the hell am I going to do today, right? What am I going to do today?
I have
Whereas
notes.
when you're not, you're going to get up, put on a uniform or a suit or whatever, and go to work, and you know what you're going to do. Now it's like, what the hell am I going to do today?
I don't have that problem because the only time I ever had that problem was when I closed everything down in the U.S. and for 6 months didn't have a business or anything, and I went freaking nuts. Maybe it was even less than 6 months. I went nuts. I got to do something. Okay, I got to keep busy. I don't watch TV. I don't go to bars.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, I got here. Maybe it was like 2 months before I got involved with something with the helmets for the kids. I can't sit still. I can't do nothing.
I'm not a bar guy either.
Yeah.
I still drink a little here socially.
Well, I'll have a social drink.
You won't find beer in my refrigerator anymore like I did in the past. I just don't do it.
I have a beer in the refrigerator. It's not for me. It's for Carolyn.
It's for
Carolyn said she wanted apple beer. So
you help her deal with you.
Hello, John. Yeah, after dealing with me. Yeah, she wants a beer when she's on her cycle. So, Filipino Joe. Hello, Filipino Joe. Alan. So we don't really have a topic today. We're just going to chat. And since Paul wasn't able to come on today, I asked Hawkeye if he'd come on and do a Wednesday because I miss my Wednesday lives. So we'll be on here, but there's no particular subject. If you have any questions, you guys could go ahead and ask. Anyway, so...
Ask a question. If you want an honest answer, I'll give it to you. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, but if you want a dishonest answer, I'll give that to you too. I'm okay with that. Israel, hello. How you doing? So what's going on? What's new? It's got to be something new. I know you got rid of a car. New? So what are you driving now?
I had a little SUV, Suzuki Jimny, and I had a little multi-cab, like a little pickup truck thing. And I got rid of that.
Got rid of the truck.
It was too much. Every time, it was a money pit.
You still have your ADV, right?
I still have the Honda ADV.
Yeah.
And we just bought Janessa a Honda Beat.
Oh, okay. Is she riding it?
So, not as much as I would like.
Why is she not riding it?
She's scared of her own shadow.
Oh.
She's one of those.
Well, then why did you buy it?
I don't know.
I think the other day you said to me you had bought it for her, and then she wanted to go to get her hair done and nails done.
She wanted me to drop her off and pick her up. I'm like, well, that's what I bought you a motorbike for. And,
exactly.
Well, it's a Tuesday. There's more traffic, and I'm scared. But
maybe she'll get used to it.
She just needs more practice.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
She'll get there.
I missed you in Dumaguete. Let's see. Lost in the Philippines. He's a member, it says. Thank you. He says hello to us. So she's going to have to try it on her own. She's just afraid. Yeah. She has a helmet, right?
Of course.
Does she wear pants when she rides?
Yeah.
Now, that'll help a little bit.
Closed shoes.
Closed shoes. You have to have closed shoes.
Yeah. And so now what we do is if we go somewhere short trip,
get her used to it.
We'll both ride. I'll ride mine and she'll ride hers,
so
and give her some practice. But
she needs to build confidence.
She's correct.
But she can touch the ground on the beat?
Yes.
Or almost? Touch
her
with
toes. Yeah.
What's Janessa's height?
She's 4'10".
Well, she's tall enough. Yeah. I met a girl the other day. She was, I'm not kidding, like 4'5". I'm like looking at her like perfect proportions. Okay. She was very cute, very small. Almost looked childlike because she's 4'7", but she was in her mid-20s, 27 or 28. I was like, the Filipinos here are really small. And when I see a Filipino that's tall, that's unusual. That stands out.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to my mind is she's probably mixed, but it's not always. Yeah, there's...
I mean, it just looked like a little pygmy.
Yeah.
That's so bad. But she wasn't a dwarf. She was in perfect
The one thing about Philippines is they don't always get your humor.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So you got to be careful with your humor because they take everything seriously.
Yeah.
But with Janessa's, we can kid back and forth. So I always tell her, you need to grow up. You need to grow up.
I think I told her she was having coffee. I said, "Oh, that'll stunt your growth. You must drink a lot of coffee when you're young." I don't think she gets that because stunting your growth may be an American thing, not a Filipino thing. I don't think she got that. Keeping up with the Gibbies. That's a long one, buddy. I thought mine was long. Hello from Joe, Debbie, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Okay, cool. Hello, New Mexico. Good morning from Valencia, Michael. Mikkel. Hello, Mikkel. Mikkel's renting a bike for me right now. Dan Lund. Hi, hey.
See my neighbor?
He is.
I live in Valencia.
Frankie in the Philippines. What's crackling? Hello, all. What's new with Carolyn? Carolyn's busy taking care of Dominic. I mean, that's right now. Dominic and Einstein. Okay? Einstein's her dog. Okay? That's her love of life. In fact, he's right here next to me when I said that. And he's going to want to go out in a minute. Hello, baby. I'll let you come closer. Come on. Maybe
so you have another dog. Where's the other dog?
I don't know.
Here?
I hope he ran away. So Rocky is my yard dog. And he started off, he's actually a very sweet dog, but he's stupid. Okay, he's an incredibly stupid dog. Okay, he's a mixed German Shepherd. So he didn't get the German Shepherd intelligence. He got the other mix. Okay, guy is dumb. This dog is so dumb. And he likes to tear up things. So first it was the trash. Yeah. Then he knocked one of my bikes over. He started pulling at the tire. He literally,
oh my Lord,
the bike went over. Okay, scratched it up a little bit. Okay, it wasn't my bike. It was one of the rentals. But and then he started sleeping on Carolyn's cart, and because she closed it up to weatherproof it from the rain, he tore the curtains and the snaps that snapped it. He tore the snaps off so he can get inside. Then he decided he wanted to go outside. He doesn't like to be kept indoors. He likes to go out our gate. And I had put up a 1-inch cross-link wire fence on the bottom so Einstein couldn't get out. Well, he couldn't get out either. He literally tore it off. Now, it's put on with zip ties. He literally yanked it, and broke the zip ties so that he can get out. He's just trouble. He gets into shit, and he's just trouble, you know. If you leave anything on a table, he goes up to the table, brings it down, and starts playing with it. I don't care if it's a shirt, if it's a helmet, if it's gloves, if it's anything. You can't leave anything on the table because he's tall enough to get up on a table now.
He's bored.
He's still a puppy, I suppose, because he's probably less than a year. He's probably around 6 to 8 months.
Well,
he's a problem. And then we went to try to wash him. He does not like water. And so he will not, no matter what we do, we've tied him, we put something around his neck, around his waist. He'll break the snap. He's strong. He will not allow us to wash him. Well, how the hell? He stinks. He needs a bath. Okay? And he looks, if you've seen him, he looks like a wild animal. He does, because he keeps going outside and fighting with he fights with the other dogs. And he comes back bleeding, but he doesn't lick his wounds or anything.
All these other dogs. We were driving home last night.
Fucking problem.
And I said, Janessa, I said, "Do you see that?" And she goes, "What? The dogs?" And I goes, "Oh yeah, I see the dogs." I said, and what are they doing?" She goes, "I don't know." I said, "They're humping."
Yeah. Does she know what
they're making more stray dogs.
Does she know what humping is, though?
She does now.
She does now.
Yeah.
Mitch, hello from Tennessee. Dexter, oh my God. Do not put up the pictures we did yesterday. So I saw Dexter yesterday at a Payapi Deli. And I've never been upstairs. And the top floor, the roof, I think it's the 4th floor, has something called the Pawn Shop. It's a bar with restaurant. Okay? Pretty cool, actually. And so if you go, it's open at night, and they have a lot of lights and tables and chairs. And if you have decent weather, it's cool.
So it's near the high school.
It's the one that's in North Point, Payapi.
North Point, okay.
Yeah, Payapi restaurant. It's actually the Dumaguete Hotel, or Hotel Dumaguete. And I never knew it was there. Now, I've been going to Payapi, and I did a video on Payapi. I didn't even know it was there. So there's a glass elevator that you take to go up it. That was freaky for me because I don't like heights, and it's glass all 4 ways, okay? So you're going up this glass elevator. I don't think the door is glass, but the other 3 sides looking out are glass. and you're going up to the 4th floor, and the floor under my weight gave a little, like it was a plywood. I'm like, holy shit. So when you first step in, okay, it kind of gave. It literally, it just dropped a little. I don't think anybody could see my hand. But anyway, it dropped a little. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to walk to the middle where there's must be a steel girder in the middle that holds up. Okay. And then it shakes. Like if you move up and down, it shakes. I'm like, I don't like this. Okay. You can use the stairs, but we use the glass elevator. Okay. And I was with Robbie and Dexter. So we went up there and we checked it out. And, lo and behold, it's pretty cool. And if you look at the other end, I didn't even know it, but they have a pool, a really nice pool, okay, with infinity pool, about on the 1st or 2nd floor. I think it's on the 1st floor. And but you can't see it from the restaurant because there's a wall there. You don't see it. You don't see it until you go up above and look down. Mm-hmm. But worse than that, okay, which is worse than that, is they have a gold toilet, a gold-colored toilet. So we took photos of me taking a whiz and a dump in the toilet with the clothes on, mind you. But I'm like taking a big one, and bent over, and they're just we were just dying away. We were taking this picture. Well, Robbie put one up on Facebook, and I said, I don't care. But it was hilarious because I've never seen a gold throat. I go, I need that toilet. Where did they get that toilet? I want to change my bathroom toilet to a gold throat. Okay, it obviously is brass, polished brass. I don't think. But it didn't really look like brass. It really looked like they may have gold-plated it. So, and a gold sink. It was pretty cool. So one day I'll take those pictures and make a collage. It was hilarious. We had fun. Crazy. We had fun. But they have really good food there if anybody ever goes there.
Dexter has always wanted to know where there's a new place he gets around.
Yeah, there's also another place I was told about. I don't remember the name right now. Dexter, if you remember it, I asked you about it. There's a new one in North Point that's supposed to be excellent also. So I haven't been there. I got to start doing it. I was going to do restaurant reviews, and I got sidetracked. Saying hello from Pasadena. I've been in Pasadena. Frankie, you're in my part of town. Frankie is now in the Philippines, though. Hi, guys. Prescott Valley. Prescott's beautiful. That's in Arizona. I actually went to go buy property there back in 2000. No, it was the 1980s or 1990s, before 2000. So cheap. There was nothing there. It was all desert. And they were selling lots. And I go, what the hell is going to happen here? Nothing. It's all deserts. As far as the eye could see, there was nothing. There was no hills. It was desert. It was flat, dirty ground with cactus. Okay, and I'm going, saguaros and things like that. And I'm going, nothing will ever happen here. I looked at, and I says, I like buying property. I used to buy a lot of property in the 1980s, 90s, and I'm going, no, I'm not going to buy a lot here. I says, they don't have any infrastructure. This will never happen. Prescott took off.
It's all built up.
It's all built up, and it's fancy, and it's expensive. And I had a chance to buy acreage. Okay, the acreage, it was a 5-acre lot. Okay. Oh, the ones that get away.
All those woulda, coulda, shouldas back in when we were younger that we didn't do. And
we're talking
either we're nervous or didn't have the money at the time. Or
80s or 90s. I mean, I'm not thinking about 30 years later. Okay, we're talking a while back, but there was nothing there. Anyway, Prescott's beautiful now. Hey, Daniel, great information on peptides. Thanks. I'm still on it. I'm still doing it. In fact, I took a shot this morning before you got here, Hawkeye. I took 5 milligrams, which is now the higher dose. I was on 5 milligrams per week. Now I'm on 10 milligrams per week. So I take 5 milligrams on Saturdays and 5 milligrams on Wednesdays. So the Kawa. Okay. So Dexter's saying it was the Kawa restaurant. I couldn't remember the name. Just don't tell anybody about it. Yeah, right. Well, look what you just did.
Don't tell anybody.
And don't tell anybody about Bahia. Well, you did that too. But they are good. I've been to Bahia. Bahia's very good. Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah, and they have some really nice dishes, and it's very, very good. So Bahia, Kawa, and now Payapi. And now we have the pawn shop upstairs of Payapi. I didn't know it was there. It's funny. I've been going to Payapi for several months. I never knew they had another restaurant up above. Now, they do have a couple restaurants in the back that are very good as well. But, eventually I'll get there. I just haven't got there yet. So, let's see. As you noticed, I have a lot of bikes sitting out front.
Yeah, I saw. I think it's been a while since I've been here, but
Over a dozen.
you didn't hardly have any the last time I was here.
I
Now
know.
you've got probably 10 or so out
I
there.
have like
yeah?
15, including mine. So
Outside right now?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I have like 15. I think I counted 15. So
So you have some.
I have a guy coming this afternoon
Empty
that's going to rent
available.
one. I have 2 reserved for the next week, I believe, for September. I know one's
that's
in a
good.
week and one's maybe just before. I have 2 reserved. And actually rented out the e-cart finally. Okay, I got a deposit.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Yeah, because the e-cart, not too many people want it because you have to plug it in.
Yeah.
And hotels don't typically allow you to use their electricity to charge your battery. So the e-cart was a bad investment. I rent it, but it rents like once every 3 months. It's just no big deal. But I had no car. I had in August, from the last week of July to August 12th, 15th, I had no bikes available. And I had people asking. So I went out and bought some more bikes. And then what happens? Everybody brought their bike because of the rain, I think.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It's been very rainy here. A lot of people brought their bikes back, and so now I have too many bikes. It's always that way. It's either no bikes or too many. That's the way it is. That's part of life. The Filipino Joe says we just ate at Kawa last week, and it's excellent. See, second.
What kind of food is it there?
Well, I haven't been there. I can look it up on my phone, or Dexter can tell us. I'm sure Dexter's still on. Dexter, what kind of food is there? Give us a synopsis of. Let's see, Kawa. Close this, Kawa. Anyway, you could talk to him. I want to look this up. Kawa Bistro. Kawa.
Where is Kawa in relation to Bahia?
You know, it's not showing up. It's too new. It's not on Google Maps.
And that's one of the nice things here is there's new restaurants opening up in Filipino all over
Especially-
the place.
Especially in North Point.
But it seems like for every one that opens, there's one that closes too.
Yeah. Well, Dumagetti. Let me see if this is it. Is this in Dumagetti? It says Batanyan Dumagetti, so it must be. I never heard of Escano Beach. This must be it. So let's look at their menu. No menu.
Next to Moon Cafe.
Let's see.
Okay,
Is it?
that's what he says.
What does it? Read it. Oh,
Dexter knows best.
it's Filipino food, huh?
It's Filipino food.
Just don't tell anyone about it. Well, the next time you have no bikes, you can look back and notice that your business has grown, and that's something to be proud of. I told Carolyn, because Sam cleaned all the bikes yesterday, I says, this is a good time to take a video because I usually don't have that many bikes available. So to videotape, to put on. Kawat definitely has Filipino food because I'm not understanding anything of what they have on the menu, believe it or not. Prices don't seem very high though. They have bang bang skewers. I don't know what it is. Kare kare. Kare I think is raw meat with oxtail. Not expensive. $3. Fried chicken. That's $5 maybe.
What is your favorite restaurant here?
Payapi.
That is your favorite.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
You got to go there. It's a deli, and they have pretty good deli food. The only thing is, I went there yesterday and I had the corned beefs on rye and with sauerkraut and stuff like that. It was really good. I forgot the name of it, but
I like Tierra Alta, and I like, believe it or not, I like Mexicana.
So it's next to Moon Cafe, the same owners as Lantau. I know the manager of Lantau. I can get a coupon. He gives me coupons whenever I see him. So the manager of Lantau is the same manager of
Cafe Racer. Yeah.
unless it's changed.
Same owner.
And also Moon Cafe. Did you know that?
No.
They're all connected.
So they're all same owner.
They're all the same owner. So he's really opening up a lot of restaurants here.
Well, that's a wealthy Filipino here.
Because I think there's there's at least 2 or 3 Moon Cafes. There's one Lantau, there's one Cafe Racer, and now Kawa. So so that's a lot of restaurants. That's very expensive to open. I mean, we're talking millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars U.S. So here, question for you. Put on your glasses.
She used to have.
I think I've seen your eyeballs.
Yeah, my wife made me cut my facial hair off. I fought it, and I'm kind of at a point right now where I just don't really care. I would rather have the facial hair, but she doesn't like it. Happy wife, happy life, so I cut it off.
Yeah, I liked it better when you had the same thing as I have.
Yeah, I think I look better with the
mustache
facial hair,
and I don't know what they call it. I guess a beard.
She disagrees, but that's a Filipina thing. They prefer
Carolyn likes
clean
it.
shaved.
Not everybody, not every
Yeah.
Filipina.
Because they keep telling her I'm going to grow it back, and she throws a fit.
I think you look better with it, but that's just
I do
fine.
too.
So now you look like a lady boy.
I'll let you bite me. Yeah, bite me.
This is why all the lady boys went after you when you first got here.
God damn,
You wore baseball
that shit's
caps.
over. I'm glad that crap is over. I couldn't get them off of me for a while, I tell you.
Filipino Joe says La Menza is my favorite. Okay, so La Menza is right around the corner from Payapi. It's on the same property. It's an Italian restaurant upstairs.
Menza?
Yeah, it's a steak. It's a clubhouse. They call it a clubhouse, not a steakhouse.
You
But
can't lose with Jollibee. I don't know. I think Jollibee has better chicken than McDonald's, but McDonald's burgers are better.
what's a Magina? What's a Magina? Mangina. A Mangina. Oh, he's calling.
He's talking about my facial hair.
Is he talking
goatee?
about the removal of it, or
I don't know.
I don't know. He's Dexter. Go away, Dexter. You're about to be timed out. Let's time out, Dexter.
Time out, Dexter.
I'm going to time you out, Dexter.
Yeah.
You're going to time out. Okay.
He's such a smart ass anyway.
Well,
No, don't time out him. He's okay.
Don't time him out?
No, he's okay.
Okay, we won't time you out. All right, fine. What the hell? So, yeah, he was calling me... he was calling me an asshole, and I said, yeah, I'm an asshole. I said, but you're a cheap bastard.
You're a cheap bastard.
So yeah, that's his nickname now, cheap bastard. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
You can't lose with Jollibee. Okay, we're outside. That's called. Okay, we got that. Okay, we're up to date. I lost my place. All right, we have 54 people. Don't forget to like, subscribe. 21 likes. Thank you very much. Let's see what else is happening. The school. I have to go out with Danny Dubois. His daughter, goes to the school that I'm going to be putting the computer classroom in December. That's still on. And by the way, hint, hint, I'm raising funds for that. And but I received funds from a fella. He has a difficult name. I'm not going to remember his name, and now I feel bad. But he saw me at the mall, and he gave me. I had made a comment that I needed a couple $100 to buy They finished the bathrooms. They built the walls. They built the septic tank. They put in the toilets.
Wow,
They use
that's a
a
lot.
caboo, I think it's called. A cabo, to flush the toilet. It doesn't have a tank with water to it. They have a faucet into a barrel, and then they use a ladle to flush the toilet. Okay, that's fine. That's what they're used to because this is pretty much.
That's normal here anyway.
It's normal here, and it's not
Especially the province.
It's definitely a province thing, and most of the kids that go there are province. It's kind of out of the way school.
Yeah.
You have to go through the jungle to get to the school. It's a smaller elementary,
Wow.
700 students, and they're definitely a little bit. I don't want to say they're backwards, but they are. So, so anyway, but they didn't have sink in the bathroom to wash the hands. They didn't have a towel rack. They didn't have towels. I'm going, well, that's just kind of weird. You have water for the.
But you find that everywhere.
I know, but so then when I'm filming, I see they have an outside sink, and it's pathetic. It's a metal. I'm not even sure if it's metal or plastic table with a little bit of water in a container and a spigot. Okay, like kind of like a cooler with a spigot, but it's not a cooler. It's just a small blue tank with a spigot on it, a bowl with a drill. They drilled a hole in it, and it drains into a bucket. So the dirty water they have to take outside, carry it outside, and throw it away. It doesn't have a drain going to the outside. What the heck? And I didn't see soap. I says, no, this is not going to work. Why aren't there sinks in there? Well, we ran out of money. Okay. So luckily this guy came forward and handed me the money. So I'm going to go with Danny. We're going to go buy sinks, faucets, drains, plumb it to the outside, put a hole through the wall. It's just a block wall. Put a hole through the wall and drain it out either into the septic or out to the. They have a bunch of flowers and plants in the back. There's nothing in the back but grass. So So and a towel bar with towels. So that's my little project I need to do for the bathrooms.
Yeah, and that's another thing I find here, even at restaurants. You go to the bathroom, a lot of times they'll have a sink, but they don't have soap.
Yeah.
And then when you're done washing your hands with just water, there's no paper towels or nothing to dry with.
Maybe instead of a towel rack, and maybe I should do paper towels.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. A towel is being used by a lot of different kids.
It's less sanitary, yeah.
Yeah. They don't have, I don't know if they have electricity for an air dryer. They wouldn't know what it is anyway.
But with the paper towels, they're on the hook to keep buying them. Would they do that?
Oh, they just tell me I'll buy them and pick them up and drop them off, or Danny will. Paper towels and a trash can might be a better idea. I'll have to think about that, actually. I was going to put up a towel rack and towels, but honestly, a bunch of kids, dirty hands on a towel, it's been no time at all, literally in a day, that you'd have to change the towel out. Paper. If you use paper to dry your hands, it wouldn't do. Hey, I got 250 pesos. Thank you so much. And I recognize that person, Michael Onstead. Hey, Michael, thank you. Well, you got to get some music here. Let's see. What do we have? All right, and thank you very much. You can't hear it, but there's sound effects. All right, so thank you, Michael. So what did we miss? Danny's on. Hello, Danny. I didn't know Danny Dubois, dude in the Philippines. Did you change your? I don't remember ever saying Danny Dubois, dude in the Philippines. I think he changed his email address or his contact. Frankie in the Philippines. Hello, Frankie. I remember the convo. What's a convo?
Conversation.
Oh, conversation about the lady boys at the Hawaii Knot.
You know, a friend of mine wanted to. He says, "Let's go to Wynot." I said, "I won't go there."
You were ready to leave the Philippines.
I won't go there. I haven't been to Wynot. I've been to the restaurant. Yeah, but then that's not. You don't go into the bar area to go to the club. The club. I haven't been to the club in. I can't even remember. Over 2 years.
Don't you miss all the boys?
No. Over 2 years. I won't go in there. I just refuse. Janessa told me, I would say about, I don't know, a month ago. She said that her friends wanted to go. Let's go, and their husbands are going. I said, no, I'm not going.
You came in around the same time I came into the Philippines, and you were sitting at ground zero, and you were saying to me, I'm going to leave. I've had it this place. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah. I don't like ladyboys. I don't want ladyboys. YouTube is having problems. Oh, yeah, I see. It's maintaining smooth streaming. Okay, it's back on. My bad, but internet here has been shitty. I know there's no other way to put it. But yeah, you were ready to leave the Philippines. Crazy. Corey, how hard is it to get everything set up quickly when getting a place, specifically internet, electricity, in your name? It depends on what you're setting up. Are you setting up an apartment or a house?
Depends on your location.
It depends
on the landlord.
It depends on the landlord. Is it a furnished home? Are you just talking about going into an apartment that's already furnished and then buying some basics for the kitchen? You go to the store and they'll deliver it. That's no big deal. Getting internet can take 2 or 3 weeks.
A lot of people are going to the Starlink now. I don't know if it's cheaper.
And John says nothing happens fast here. Well, you have to have a lot of patience in the Philippines. That's for damn sure. A lot of patience. Even I catch myself like, oh, it's the Philippines. Relax.
I don't think they intentionally want to be disrespectful to you, because to me, your time is valuable. But here, there's a lot of, well, just come back tomorrow.
We're froze. I just realized we're froze, so we can't see the comments, but they can see us. I'm going to go make sure Carolyn and nobody else is on the internet, because that typically happens when somebody else is on the internet. So I'm going to excuse myself for a minute. You could just talk to people, or you could tell Carolyn.
Speaking of the internet, here, I'll do it.
Yeah, just ask her to make sure nobody's on the internet, because it's buffering. The internet has been a real problem, guys. I'm sorry. Either I don't have it, and I pay for high speed, I don't get high speed. And here we were just talking about getting satellite, so it might be the way to go. You were able to get fiber. I have fiber as well. It's He got it in 4 hours. That's amazing. We have internet here, but it doesn't always work. That's the problem we're having. It's just sometimes it works and sometimes don't. We may have lost internet altogether. Let me see. Let me check my phone. But anyway, if you guys aren't hearing us, try and send me a message and let me know. I'm going to check the internet right now.
I'm showing connected.
We're connected. Take your phone. Don't connect. Take your phone off.
Okay, I turned it off.
and I got to turn my phone off too. Let's turn everybody's phone off. That'll help. Just turn off Wi-Fi. All right.
It's off.
Yeah, that'll help a little bit. We might get back. It's starting to catch up. Okay.
What about Starlink? Oh, I was able to get fiber internet in Darwin within 48 hours. That's pretty good.
That was incredible. That's pretty fast.
That's good
I
timing.
never got that. Usually took me 2 weeks or more.
They are aggressive. As you talk about lady boys, they are very aggressive. They don't take no for an answer. I tried being nice initially, and then after a while, just would tell them "f off," and
Charlie says it was ladies with hairy knuckles,
ladies with hairy knuckles and big feet and
a tonsil,
fat hands, and
anyway, I it still hasn't caught up. It will eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm telling everybody take it off. Carolyn, I should get Carolyn to make sure she's off of it as well. Is she connected?
No, she's off.
God,
Yeah.
I hate. Maybe it's time to go Starlink. Maybe it is. I can see it's freezing.
Yeah.
But maybe it's time for Starlink. But we're still getting your messages, so we'll go on and see if it
So
catches up.
he's asking about Starlink. Speaking of Starlink, at the place I lived before, the Wi-Fi was terrible. So I suggested to the landlord to go with Starlink. She went with Starlink. I set it all up, and it worked fine. It worked really, really good. Every once in a while, if the wind was really, really bad, you might get some slight buffering, but overall, it was.
Yeah, because I heard that if it's stormy, they have trouble with it stormy.
But it was a vast improvement over the internet we had.
I'm like tearing my hair out with PLDT. I think it's our PDLT or whatever.
PLDT.
PLDT. I go down there almost every 2 weeks.
And that's one of the problems here is if you rent somewhere, depending on where and the landlord, they might already have internet set up with somebody, and you're kind of stuck. Because like where I'm living now, I have PLDT, but it was something the landlord did before we moved in, and we reimbursed him. But I was like, well, what if I don't want that? And he says, well, you still have to pay for it if you're going to live here. If you want something else, you're welcome to pay for that too. And so it's kind of a hit and miss. But if you have a choice, the Starlink, if you move, you can just pack it up and take it with you.
Right. No, that's true. And I know two people that have their Starlink. They never put it up, and I asked them both I'd buy it. It's only a year old, so I said I'd buy it from them, but they're not sure if they want to take it with them when they go to. One's going to Thailand, and he said he might take it with them. The other one hasn't decided. Now everybody can hear us, so that's cool. I just see it's freezing a little bit on the frames.
So when I got here, I weighed 233 pounds. This morning I got on the scale and I weighed 192.
Oh. Well, that's quite a bit.
Somebody made a comment. I was down to 178, but then when Janessa moved in, I gained weight again.
Yeah.
But then I went up to about 210, and I'm back down to 190.
I'm sure you lost extra weight when she was making you the iced tea.
Oh yeah, the iced tea. So
tell them about the iced tea.
Every morning, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning, and I walk. I used to walk 10 kilometers, but I moved and I walk 7 kilometers every morning, every day, and that's 7 kilometers is 4.35 miles.
That's a lot. Do you know how many steps?
I do that every day.
Do you know how many steps that is, by chance?
It's about 9,000.
Okay.
That's about 9,000 plus all the other walking, so I get my 10,000 steps.
All right.
And then I do play around with some dumbbells here and there every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
See,
yeah.
you do play with dumbbells.
So I play with dumbbells.
Yeah, see.
That's what Janessa calls it. She goes, "Are you going to play with your dumbbells today?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to play with my
That's
dumbbells."
no way
today.
to call a ladyboy
Yeah,
a dumbbell.
so-
you know?
So, and it's mainly I work my shoulders, my arms, and then for my legs I just do the walking. But so yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight.
So I've been walking 10,000 steps. Today I will walk. Yesterday I did not walk. I took a day off. But I walked 10,000 steps 4 days in a row. And I've been doing anywhere from, I won't quit unless I'm at least 7,000. But I do that 5 days a week now.
So my advice to people when they ask me, what are you doing to lose weight? I tell them I do three things. WWE. Okay.
What's WWE?
Walk, water, and eggs.
Oh.
I eat eggs for breakfast. I walk and I drink water, and that's what my water.
Walk, water, and eggs. Okay.
Walk, water, and eggs. But not everything works for everybody, so you got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
But I'd still like to lose another, probably 15 pounds if I could.
Yeah. You can do that with exercise,
sure.
walking. You just to walk around the house where you live now, Valencia.
Yeah.
You're not doing that anymore?
Yeah, well, in the mornings.
You have flat streets. You can ride a bike.
Yeah. No, I'm not riding a bike. I walk.
It's not safe.
Yeah. And I've got my neighbor, because I live, the little compound I live in, there's two houses. My neighbor, he's about my age. We walk together every morning together.
Oh, okay. Start
we
doing
start
that?
At 5, yeah.
Are you doing that now? Or
we've been doing that for probably 6, 7, 8 months now.
At 5 a.m.?
5 a.m.
I didn't know you got up that early.
Yeah, we get up at 5 a.m. and walk 7 kilometers, and then.
Filipino Joe says Starlink works, but it's a little bit more money. I know they just raised their price.
Yeah, I heard that.
3,800.
I heard they went up from 2,700 to 3,800 pesos a month.
Yeah.
So they went up $10 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go figure, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, he's got to pay for those. He just put 28 more satellites into space yesterday. SpaceX did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He put another satellite.
20 more
20?
internet satellites.
20 more?
28.
You know how expensive each one of those
Oh,
are?
it's got to be.
Millions.
Yeah, so, of course, how is he going to pay for it? You and me? Well,
No,
I don't have a
don't
service
know.
now, but...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was good. The time I had it, it was pretty reliable.
So Corey's asking about jitter speed of Starlink. Here in the U.S., it's okay, but oversaturated where I'm at. That I couldn't answer. Dan says, I've recently started terzipicide. I talked about that yesterday. I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, trying to get down to 180. Okay?
Yeah.
You can get terzipicide in the U.S., which is a next level from...
Is it prescription?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably a prescription in the U.S. Not here, but I think in the U.S. you can get it with a prescription. But the first one, something with the letter S, is the Ozempic. And Ozempic is... It was the first generation peptide.
It seems like Ozempic is losing its fad to other products.
It's very expensive, my understanding is. It's very expensive in the U.S.
I don't take any of that
It's
crap.
cheap as dirt here.
But
Down in Mindanao, they have it, Starlink, and he loves it, according to Sonny, compared to PLDT. I'm telling you, I'm not real happy. It may be catching up, though. I see it's moving now. It's always about a lag. It's kind of interesting. You don't see what we see, but on my screen and yours, if I move my hand like this, okay, it'll be a minute or two before you see it, okay? So if I'm watching my screen, in a minute or two, that will actually go up, okay? It gives me time. I think there's about a 60-second or longer lag, so that I can look at the comments and either block them, delete them, or something like that. Now, the connection just came back and it says excellent, so... I don't see our hand move yet. Have you?
no.
Okay, no.
Mm.
So I'm going to look at some because, see, that was 2 minutes ago. You took your glasses off and then you put them back on. So it's definitely lagging. I apologize. Dan says it's prescribed, but telehealth I don't know what telehealth is, so I don't have to go anywhere. Telehealth. Well, you'll have to explain to me, Dan, what telehealth is, so I'm not familiar with that name.
It's probably an appointment with
There he is.
with
See
a
my hand?
provider by
So that
telephone or
that was
video.
like 2-3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
For the hand to move like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. So it's definitely they give you a couple minutes to read the messages and block them if you don't want them up there. Just eat healthier and work out. Let's stop putting chemicals in our body. Well,
I agree with him 100%.
I agree with them too, but
You know,
peptides are not a chemical.
yeah.
It's not a drug.
Yeah.
It's a biological, natural product that your body is supposed to make by yourself.
Unlike
It's like taking vitamins.
Ozempic is a drug. Is a
Ozempic
chemical,
may
but-
be a drug,
Yeah.
created drug, but a peptide isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that we've been trying to do is, so we have in Valencia the Sunday market where you go for your
Right.
fruits and vegetables and other things, and
It's entertainment. It's open.
we don't go Sundays because it's hard to find parking. It's crowded. They set up Saturday night. So here's my secret. We go Saturday night around 5 or 6 p.m.
Secret,
I know.
Okay, you know if you tell your secret,
But-
everybody's going
but
to do this.
We
Okay.
go Friday evening, 5, 6, sometimes 7 p.m. when they're setting up. And to me, there's parking everywhere.
Right.
It's not crowded.
But only the vendors' food are open, right?
Correct.
Not the food.
The fruits and vegetables,
fruits
yes.
and vegetables
But that's what
open.
we go for.
All right.
Because everything else to me is just junk food.
Oh,
okay?
I like the.
I don't want any junk food.
I like the
you know.
camaraderie. No, I like the
Yeah.
camaraderie of the people walking around and see what people are selling. I can't eat the food I was talking about. I went to Piapi and had the corned beef sandwich.
Yeah.
I didn't have the bread. I told them put the bun and the French fries in a box to go, and I brought it home and the kids ate it. It's kind of sad, but I just eat the corned beef and the sauerkraut and a little bit of mustard on top.
Yeah. Well, we go Friday nights, and I think easier to park, less crowded, and they're setting up for Sunday, right? Saturday evenings. So my way is we get first pick of all the fruits and vegetables.
Oh, okay.
Before everybody's touching it and all that other stuff.
That's
I'm a
true.
germaphobe. So we get first pick of the vegetables.
And it's not sitting out for the next 12 to 15
right.
hours. Yeah.
We eat at home and try to eat a little more healthy.
Okay, so Dan says, just a video call on your phone to determine if you need it. I look at, and they approve. I don't know. It's obviously something you just has to call in and get approval. That's cool. Hopefully I get down. I need to lose, like I said, 70 to 90 pounds more. I don't weigh myself daily, so the last weight I did was on Saturday, which is a couple days later from the video, and I'm down 10 kilos, which is 22 pounds, which is good. I really like this stuff. This stuff is great. Not too expensive. Right now we're paying about $87 a month, which is affordable for the injections I take, retatrutide. But Dean, a friend of mine, found it a lot cheaper, but it's from China. So he says, before we use it, we're going to send one. He's getting 10 bottles. It comes 10 bottles to a package.
Yeah.
So he's going to send one to a Manila farm, what do they call it, lab, one to a lab to be tested before we use it, which is probably a smart idea because, I could be shooting baking soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
Or
don't want to be
sugar.
the guinea pig, right? Yeah.
Not really, because I don't know if I trust that one. That's the one I'm using right now. It works, and I didn't test it, but if it didn't come from China, so that was the good part. It wasn't from China, but I'm sure everything that comes from either India or China. It's he says you can get stuff from the U.S., but when I checked on chat, people in the U.S. cannot buy it because it's the retatrutide one, because it's not FDA approved. The semaglutide is, which is Ozempic, and the the one that he said, I don't remember, tirzepatide is approved because it's already gone through the 3 clinical trials and got FDA approval.
Mm-hmm.
But the retatrutide, which is the one with 3 agonists in it, okay, which is supposed to help you in 3 different ways, which is the best one so far available, has only gone through 2 trials out of 3. So they said it might be a year or 2 before it gets FDA approved. And FDA is very difficult they slow things down, and it makes everything more expensive in the U.S. So if it is approved, I would strongly suggest people go to Manila, order it from Manila. They'll ship it. They have an international site. You can order it from Manila and save a whole lot of money because if they bring it in, they don't have to hide it or anything. It'll be allowed to be brought in because it's approved by the FDA in the USA. And pretty much the USA is the only one that has a Food and Drug Administration that holds things up. This product is available all over the world. I can get it in Mexico, I can get it in Europe, okay? You can get it in Japan, wherever you want, but not the U.S. The U.S. has a lot of regulations from the American Medical Association, the Federal Drug Administration, all the very powerful.
It is true, and to come to find out how many things that the FDA approves to later on find out is not good for you.
Yeah. Well, that's the World Health Organization, which is a total.
That too.
World Health Organization shouldn't even be around anymore, in my opinion. So once per week, but the cheapest.
$429 a month.
I found it.
Wow.
It's $429 a month. Ooh, that's a little expensive there, Dan. I'm telling you. Maybe send me some. I wonder if I could sneak it. I'm going to get in trouble here. I wonder if I can possibly package it and get it to somebody I know in another country. I got to be careful when I say this live. I wonder if I could package it here and get it to another country in a Balak Beyond box or something. Rather than going through the U.S. mail or something like that. $429 would be a ton.
That's crazy.
I read a True Tide. Okay, I mean seriously, 5 months worth. 5 months worth. That's what I buy.
Do you ever sell your bikes?
I do.
Yeah, he does.
Here's the deal. The problem is I sold so many bikes in July, okay, that I was short bikes in August, okay, because people ride a bike and then say, will you sell it to me? And I started thinking about I'm not really doing the right thing because I'm buying bikes new. Then I'm deducting all the costs, but adding, I'm adding in any costs, oil changes or anything else, okay? But I'm deducting from my costs, and I keep a running sheet, flow sheet. I deduct all the rental money, 100% of the rental money, okay? But so let's say you buy a bike for, let's say you buy an ADV for 170? 170,000, 173,000. And then I put a top box on it, and I put a phone holder, and you have to change the rack. Okay, so if you do all that,
adding another 10K, so you're at 183-ish.
183, okay. And then I rent it out, and it rents for $13.5 a month, roughly. So when I rent it out, and I rent it out for several months, let's say 5 or 6 months, over the period of 8 to 10 months, it's not 100% rental. I've rented it out for say 5 or 6 months. So let's say 6 months times 13. So 60, 80, 90,000 roughly, just to use round numbers. So 90,000, okay? In 7 months, it'll be over 100,000. So you take 100,000 off of the 285, the 185. So now my cost on it is under 100,000, okay? And so I'll sell it for 125 because it's a hell of a good deal. The bike is not that old. It's less than a year old. It has a top box. It has a phone holder. I've gone through all of the break-in periods, oil changes. I have full service on it, okay? So you're buying from somebody that's reliable and has taken care of the bike. And I sold it for 125. Sounds great because I have maybe 100 or a little less than 100,000 into it, right? So I make 25,000. But the problem is that's when I make the real money on the bike, okay? When the bike's paid off, I make real money on it. So I keep having to I keep buying bikes, and then I sell them and make 25,000 profit. But honestly, I didn't make any profit while I was renting it. So the total profit on that bike over an 8-month to 10-month period, okay, was 25,000. If you think about it, it sucks. Okay, it's not enough. 25,000 pesos. We're talking pesos. It's not a lot. However, if I had kept the bike for 12 months, if I had rented it for 12 months, which might take 15 or 16, maybe even 18 months to rent it, it would still be, 2 years old, okay? And it still would be worth 100,000. And if I sold it after I got it paid off, zero cost, then I'd make 100,000 because I sell it for 100,000. It'd still be worth 100,000.
Keeping it for another
and
4 or 5 months.
And not making 25,000. So if I kept it for another 8 to 10 months, I would have made more money. I started doing the math. I'm going, I keep selling the bikes off, And the problem is I'm cutting my true profit. I'm making, instead of making 100,000 on a bike, or even half the money back, even if I made half it, 80,000, okay, I only made 25. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to sell my bikes. But yes, I have sold the bikes. People fall in love with certain bikes. They like them. They like the color. They like what they did. So where were we? Brandon, veterans may be able to get it through the VA if they qualify. I take ZepBound. Okay, ZepBound is ZepBound. My understanding, you could check me. Somebody's going to have to check me. Is ZepBound is whatever the hell he just is terzepatide. They have different names. Terzepatide. So I believe that's what ZepBound is. Just kind of Google it or something. Somebody just check with chat. They can ship to me every 3 months. But the newest one, really, honestly, you can switch over because it has 2 of the 3 items that's in retatrutide. So you can switch to retatrutide, and if you get over here, you can't get it in the U.S. because it's still not FDA approved. But if you come over here and you get it, you can get it over here and take it back home in your suitcase. Just take the label off and tell them it's insulin. I did not say that. Okay, this is live.
I hope you didn't say that.
I did not say that. Buy insulin bottles for $5. I swear to God, they sell insulin so cheap here. About $5 to $10 for an insulin bottle. Take the label off the insulin and put it on. I did not say that. Okay, so anyway, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. ZepBound is terzepatide. It is the same thing. Okay. But he's paying, the guy said he's paying, how much was he paying? $400 something
a month.
Yeah, where is that?
$459.
I lost it now. Yeah, that's a little price.
$429.
You see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Up or
$429.
down?
Down. Right.
Oh, there it is. $429. So he's paying $429 for the same thing you're getting, which is just a different name. So ZepBound. So $429 a month. Ouch. And unless he's been taking it for a while, which I think he is, but you take more of it as time goes on. I don't know what the quantity you take. Maybe you could tell us, Brandon. But whatever he's taking, the first month you increase it, in the second month and the third month, which is the same with all of the peptides. So I don't know. Okay. So anyway, it's a lot. Anyway, I answered. I'm sorry. Yes, Surrey case. I do sell the bikes. I'll probably continue to do what I'm doing, but honestly, I figured out it would be better if I held the bikes and paid them off. Then I get 100% of the profit, and then I can sell them still 3 or 4 months later and make a lot more money, to be honest. But it's okay. I don't care right now. Would you be able to share a good Honda dealer for new?
They're all the same. The prices are going to be the same no matter what dealer you go to.
The price is the same, but I have.
And there's no haggling here. The price is the price.
Honestly, you could buy a new Honda, not at a Honda shop, and they're nicer. Okay, they'll work with you a little bit. So there's 2 places you can go to. One is right across the street from Ground Zero. It's called.
But you can buy the bike on your credit card there.
Yeah. Do you remember their name? Oh,
I don't. I haven't bought from them before.
Let me think about it for a minute, and I'll come up with the name. And there's another one down the street here. They have brand new Hondas, but they sell them at a discount. I'm sorry, they do not sell them at a discount. They might give you something off. They have sales, or they'll give you something off, or they'll give you an extra helmet. They'll do something like that, and
or another shirt.
And you can use a charge card.
And you can buy the whole thing on a charge card. But at the Honda dealerships, you can't buy your bike on a
Talk to him for a minute, because I'm going to quick look this up. I'm going to find out where these places are under maps.
VA pays for that, huh?
Okay, so
do you?
Let me go to Ground
VA
Zero.
Pays for this. So you just tell them you need to lose weight, and they'll prescribe. Is that bound to you?
Yeah. Are you all? You're at the bottom. Yeah, you're at the bottom.
Yeah, I have VA rating, but I've never been to the VA here in Manila. I don't. It's a clinic, and I hear that the service there is very limited. So I don't even bother.
Oh, guess what? They don't show it on the maps. I love it. They've been there forever. So what the hell? Why don't they show it? Motor Ace is right across from Ground Zero, right across the street, to the right a little bit. So Motor Ace will deal with you, and they'll take charge cards, and they'll give you an extra helmet, or they'll give you a few. They might give you 5,000 pesos off, something like that.
I think it depends if their
they
sales
also
are
have
low or
sales.
Yeah,
like they'll sell.
They have Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki.
They get rid of their old bikes.
Yeah.
But it could be a year later when they get rid of their old bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, but they are very good. I've bought bikes from them, and they're a new dealership. And the other one I'm going to find for you. Hold on. I don't know if you're coming here or if you are here, but I'll find it. Robinson. It's right near Robinson's Mall, but it's a strange name. Robinson's Mall. Okay, so let's look up their name.
There's also Saga Motors.
Saga Motors, but Saga Motors down the street. I don't know if they deal or not.
I've never been in there.
Premio Dumagetti. So Premio, Premio, is right around the corner from the Robinson's Mall, and they also are very good about taking charge cards, American charge cards, to pay for it. I think they might charge a small fee for the card, but they'll give you extra helmets and things that do the same thing. Okay, so Dan says I take 25 milligrams a week for the first month, and they increase it, but they don't increase the price. Oh, interesting. So it's a straight $4.29 a month. All right, that's U.S. dollars. Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
And it's weird. They call it Motor Ace. That's expensive, though. I mean, if you can afford it, it's great, but it's expensive. You can get Sema two-tied, whatever the hell, or you can get not that's Ozempic. You can get the Tri. You can get the same thing here, but it's a hell of a lot less money. I'd have to look it up, but it is a hell of a lot less money. You can get Zep-bound, which is the Terzippi. If you give me a minute, I'll look that up and tell you what the international site says. Here, read that one while I look this up.
I did a weight loss program, 90 days, I believe. Then after I finished, they started covering Zep-bound. I'm sure that was in the U.S. I don't think VA in Manila would do that for you. I assume.
That's good to know.
I don't know. I just refrain from going to the VA clinic in Manila because of all the stories I hear. But and I found that any VA prescriptions I had or have here, I can take it to Watson's or Mercury, and I take the bottle. And I guess in their eyes, the bottle is the prescription, so I can get refills here. And they're relatively cheap. It's not too bad.
Oh, I forgot my password. I can't log in. It's going to take me more time than I thought. If you email me, I'll let you know how much it is here. Trouble with password reset. 9 attempts remaining. Anyway, anybody else have any questions, especially for Hawkeye while I look this up? I'm going to ask them for a password so I can get the price.
Y'all tell me, should I grow my facial hair back so I can show it to my wife?
I think you should.
I do too.
I am a human. Okay, I have to tell them I'm a human. Oh, God, don't tell me through all those things. Okay, select creatures that would use the home in the sample image. Oh, my God. You know what? It's getting stupid now. All right, I verified.
Yeah. My insurance doesn't cover Zep-bound without insurance. It's over $1,000 a month. Wow.
All right. No, they wouldn't cover, but they should. But without insurance, it saves them money. It's over $1,000 a month.
1 month of.
Why is it over
$324? Wow.
Wait, so I take compound $429. It's on the cheap side for it,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And you know what's stupid is that it actually will help you have less health problems, Dan, and then that would save your insurance company money. So that makes no sense. I don't know. What can I tell you? It's funny. Nobody's asked me where's Paul. 1 month turns up inside. It's okay.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to read on Druzekatide to even consider.
Email.
To me, it's I have a medical background, so to me, drugs is not always the answer. To me, it's a lifestyle change. I'll have a beer every once in a while, but I don't have it in my refrigerator anymore. I knocked out the alcohol. I walk 7 kilometers every morning. I drink lots of water. I stay active. I eat more natural grown fruits and vegetables. I cut down on processed foods, and the weight just comes off.
You're lucky. You're young.
And it may not work for everybody, but that's what's working for me.
Yeah, it's taking ever to log in. Sorry.
And here's another thing about especially the vegetables, not necessarily the fruits, but the vegetables is if you can eat vegetables in its natural state, meaning non-cooked, you're going to get more vitamins out of it. Because when you cook it, it kills them off.
I can't log in, guys. It sent me a password. It's still not taking it. I'm going to give up. Just send me a message, Dan, and I'll email it back to you. Goldfinger, the Goldman3 at gmail.com. So don't forget to like, guys. Give a few likes, and we're up to 67 concurrent viewers. And luckily, our connection is excellent. That's good. What else is new? I'm trying to think what else is new. I have to go to Vietnam. Oh, I don't have to go. I have to go out of the country in less than 6 months. I've been here 3 years. Come January 11th is my 3 year. So I have plans to go to Vietnam. I don't really want to go. I'm not liking traveling too much anymore. I just kind of a home person myself. Mm-hmm. Except for going to the mall or going to Ground Zero. I really don't go out, meet people a lot. But I have to leave the country. And I thought about going to the U.S. With someone, with a friend. I thought about going to the U.S. with a friend that's in need. And I don't want to, I'm considering it.
And Vietnam why do you choose Vietnam?
It was cheap.
Yeah.
And I can't go to Thailand because I got in trouble in Thailand.
I have a friend here that went to Kuala Lumpur and while he was there, he got a complete medical checkup.
You can do that in Thailand. It's cheap.
Yeah, but you don't want to go to Thailand.
I can't. I don't want to take the chance.
Okay. Well, that's why I mentioned in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. Okay. I can get it.
I mean, if you're going to go somewhere, at least get something accomplished while you're there instead of going somewhere just to go there.
Yeah. So the real, as Dan says, when game changers with these peptides is removes craving, which increases your willpower, helps your willpower. It does increase your willpower. That's very true. What water do I drink?
Cravings, which increases your willpower.
I drink a mineral water. I actually have electrolytes that are sugar-free. I add electrolytes to my water, Surrey case. So I don't have a problem. What kind of water you just drink? Straight water?
Water. Oh. That's it. I take this thing with me everywhere I go. Full of ice water.
You gave me a red one, and I know I have it somewhere, but I don't know where because I got this white one from the hardware store, and I've been using it because I like this flip top. If
I start feeling hungry because I have this with me, I'll drink a bunch of gulps of this just to put something in my belly, and it makes my hunger feeling go away.
Well, that's true. You can fill it with water.
I piss a lot, but hey, that keeps you clean too, right?
Lifestyle changes are key. The drugs help you get the weight off, but you want to change your habit to keep it off. I needed a faster change in weight to reduce blood pressure and cholesterol. And when you do lose your weight, you'll lose also you won't be as diabetic as you were before.
So, with that, Brandon, I maxed out at 253 pounds. I just retired for the second time. I was miserable. I didn't feel like I had a purpose in life anymore, because you'd wake up and like, well, now what the hell do I do, right? So all I did was eat, and I would sit down at night, eat ice cream, drink bad coffee, not the good coffee, bad, because to me, coffee, once you put something in coffee, sugar, cream, it's no longer good coffee. Had a heart attack, so I got a stent now, and need to make a lifestyle change. But where was I going with this? And I just started going the natural way. You know, I do take vitamins. I take onion capsule, a garlic capsule, blueberry capsule, pomegranate capsule. You know, I take CoQ10. I was on cholesterol medication. But when the weight came off, I was borderline diabetic. My biological father is a diabetic, but I was borderline diabetic. Once all the weight came off, and my last blood work, everything's perfect. Everything is perfect.
That's good.
So,
that's great.
That worked for me. I don't know if it would work for anybody else, but maybe it might be something to consider.
Right. Well, definitely being heavy causes more problems,
yeah.
and also. But why do you think you had your heart attack? Was it stress?
I had 99% blockage.
Oh, so
it was all the shit I was putting in my body.
They put a stent in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a stent.
We talked about that yesterday with a doctor who does those.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a medical professional that does those. He's not a doctor. But, it's amazing what they've done with stents now.
Yeah.
He was explaining it.
I also drink a shot of extra virgin olive oil every morning as well.
You still on that?
For the polyphenols.
You still take the other items too?
Yeah.
All right. So you have the cloves.
Cloves, I take cloves.
What else?
Garlic, onion, ginger, blueberries, hawthorn berry, CoQ10.
So you're on CoQ10?
Clove, yeah.
Oh, so am I.
I take a vitamin C. I take magnesium. I take. There's about 30 pills I take every day.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, but a lot of it is like I don't take like a multivitamin. I don't believe in it, because if you read about it, the percentage of the milligram for each one is very low. So I take a capsule of specifically garlic. I take another capsule of specifically onion. And each one is specifically to that nutrient. And I to me it works. It's working for me.
Well, that's
people go, you're going to take 30 pills every day. I do.
That's incredible, because I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. But I tell you, two years ago, I would have said that's crazy shit, right?
Yeah, it is crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's 30 pills.
And I've done that's my background research. So, and I've researched anything that might contradict with another, and everything's safe.
So I was taking a cocktail mixture, which had garlic, cayenne pepper. I'm not going to remember everything because I haven't done olive oil,
I take Shilajit too.
Oh yeah, I take that as well. Shilajit. I take that daily still. But I had
it tastes like crap.
But my garlic was crushed garlic. I mean, I actually crushed the garlic, and the cayenne pepper, which is good. And
I take cayenne pepper. That's another one.
Cayenne pepper. Yeah,
that's a big one.
That's a big one. It is.
Yeah, cayenne pepper is very healthy for your heart.
I took another one, which is an herb, and I can't think of the name of it right now. But you have to take it with pepper, otherwise it doesn't get absorbed properly. And I'm not going to remember what it is. Darn it. I'd have to go pull my bottles and see what they are. But you're supposed to take it with regular ground pepper a little bit to make it absorb better.
Oh, turmeric.
Turmeric.
I take turmeric
that's
too.
the one.
Yeah.
So do you take it with pepper?
Um,
You're supposed to actually put a little bit of ground pepper in it.
Yeah, the turmeric I take, it does have pepper in it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for better absorption.
Yeah.
And I had a cocktail mixer I was taking. Oh, and I would squeeze a lemon in.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Lemon
but
juice.
I don't do that anymore. I quit that.
I need to go back to that. I don't know why I stopped. I actually stopped a month ago, a little over a month ago, when I started on the Red of True Tide. I just got lazy because it takes a lot of time to make this up because you're sitting there. I would say it's 30 minutes, but I have time in the evening. I don't do anything in the evening. I could do it in the evening. It tastes terrible. Oh, and I put it's so bitter and so awful. I actually add a little package of a sweetener, but it's the natural sweetener, the leaf. What's it called? God, my mind's blank, buddy.
You're talking about the mint leaf?
No, I'm talking about. No, it's a sweetener, but it's natural. It comes from the ground. I don't know what the hell. It grows on plants. It comes in a green package. It's not Splenda. It's not a chemical. It's a natural sweetener. I forget the name. My mind's blown. Sorry, but I take that all the time. I would take that, and I should go back to it because I know it's healthy. I don't know if it helped me or anything, but I know it's healthy to take all those things.
And I try to stay away
chia
from.
Seeds.
Oh,
Seeds.
I put chia seeds. That's the only thing I'll put it. Well, in my coffee, I'll put chia seeds and honey.
Yeah, Iris says he's already lost. We need to make a list. You're right. You're right. It's a whole bunch of stuff I put together. I'll have to make a list and tell it on another one. Is it in your ebook? No. Everything's in the ebook but that.
Yeah.
So I got to put that in the ebook, right? No. Ebook's more for people coming over. You can get your free ebook, by the way, people. Most of the people that are watching this already have an ebook, so not too many new members, I don't think. But you watch any of my videos, it tells you how to get the ebook. I didn't put it down here. I should have pinned it. I'll type that while I do it. If I can spell. Anyway, so if anybody's on here, they don't know what the ebook is. It's for newbies that are coming over. It's like planning your trip over here and what you should bring and what to look for when you get here and how to get everything. How to find airline tickets, how to go to the Bureau of Immigration, what to pack, what not to pack. It's a good little thing. I sent out thousands of them. So you could just send.
What version are you on now?
I'm working on version 35.
35.
I skipped 34. As I had 34 to send out, so most people have 33 or lower. I had version 34. Then a whole bunch of more information came in about SSRV, about 13A, and about bringing pets over. And I got a whole bunch of new information. So I said, never mind, I'm not going to send it out. It's too much work to send out. I don't know, it's 3,000 or 4,000 copies of this ebook. Mm-hmm. So I said, rather than make Carolyn send all those out, and it's a lot of work, I figured I'll just do a 35 and I'll send it out in this month. I'm supposed to send it this month. Oh my God, I can't believe it's September.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, if y'all come here and it's your first time and you think you may want to stay, bring your DD-214 with you. Bring your divorce decree with you. Bring any other ID, any and all of your IDs with you. Make sure your driver's licenses and your passports, the expiration dates are have a date that's far into the future as possible. You can go to your driver's license and say, hey, I lost my driver's license. Get a new one with a new expiration date or something, But
okay, so here I'm posting this, and I am going to pin it. So it'll be at the top, guys. Pin message. So at the top of all the messages will be how to get your free ebook. For anybody that's new and hasn't got one, I pinned it. What ebook? Oh my God. Poor Paul is so sick of me. Every time he comes on, I talk about it's in the ebook. Because people ask questions, I go, the answer's in the ebook. Yeah. Okay, just get the ebook. It's funny, but what can I say? I had so many people ask me questions over the last couple of years. I answered them all in the free ebook, and so And I decided to make the book. I decided to make the book and put all this information in there, so I don't have to keep answering people when they send me questions like, what should I bring? What shouldn't I bring? Do they have this? Do they have that? What about the girls? It talks about everything that I could think of. But it's really for 3 months before you get here and 3 months after you're here. So it's really less than a year total, 6 months. Anyway, whatever. So it has sufficient information for people to make it over here and make it smoother. Okay, I see we're buffering again. So we may call it a day because of the internet's being a pain in the ass. We've been on for an hour 15. So is there anything anybody else needs to know? Any other information? We covered a lot. You can see Hawkeye is still well and healthy with Janessa, married. Was it difficult to get married? Was it a lot of hoops?
A lot of running around. And you need
Oh, stevia, yeah, that was the other one.
You need to have a lot of patience.
Yeah, I don't
because
have
everything here is, you'll go to a government office and they'll tell you, well, you need this. So you figure it out and you go run around and you bring them this. So, well, now you need this. Well, why didn't you tell me that when I was here before? They just don't work like that here.
They don't. They don't plan for the future. They don't plan ahead. They don't think ahead.
And it's always, well, just come back tomorrow, or just come back Monday, or just come back Wednesday. And you can't get mad, because if you get mad at them, they're going to make it worse for you.
Right. Yeah, I know. I totally agree.
Getting mad is just not going to help. It's kind of like their communication is just different here. And I'm not going to say it's wrong. It's just so. For example,
you have a lot of patience.
We'll go somewhere, and I don't know where we're going, but Janessa knows how to get there. And we're coming up on a turn. You can either turn left or you can turn right.
It's
and I'm waiting. So I ask her, which way do I turn? And her answer is there. Okay. Is there left or is there right? Which way is there? It's like, do you want to have lunch tomorrow? Sure. What time? Afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Usually,
when do you want to have?
Usually Filipinos just say whatever you want to eat.
That's just how they communicate. So it's like being ex-military. If if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late, right? Here you can be 3 hours late, and it's okay. It's okay.
No, they're always most Filipinos, male or female, are always late. They just are. It's very annoying. It's very difficult to get used to this stuff. Out of stock is the major answer for most anything.
When
you go to a restaurant or you go to a hardware store, out of stock, sir. And they'll even say that, and it'll be sitting on the counter behind them.
Did I tell you my DIY story?
What?
We were at Mr. DIY, and I told Jess, I said, we need a light bulb for the lamp.
By the way, DIY is a name of a store out here that supplies a lot of small stuff that you would want, simple stuff.
So I'm walking all around, and I can't find the light bulbs. And I walk up, and there's 2 employees there, and I ask them. I didn't see it, right? I didn't ask them. I asked them, where are the light bulbs? And they both told me we're out of stock. So Janessa and her friend come walking up the stairs, and they start laughing. I go, what's so funny? And they go, turn around. I turn around. Behind me, a whole wall full of light bulbs that the guys are looking at me, and behind me is the light bulbs. And they're telling me they're out of stock.
And they're facing them.
All I did was turn around. I did a 180, turn around, and there's a whole shelf full of light bulbs.
Did you look back at them and go?
They just look at the floor and walk away. But that's just
the Philippines.
The normal thing here. 9 times out of 10, if you ask them where something is, they'll tell you we're out of stock.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Mm-hmm.
They don't ask. They don't ask somebody else.
But I think a lot of it is their wages are so low, they just don't care. And if you think about how low their wages are, you wouldn't care either. You just wouldn't care. And and I kind of feel sorry for them, because you spend 8 hours a day for $7. That's the equivalent of what they make, 350 pesos maybe a day. They make about $7 a day, maybe $8
for a full 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's why they eat rice.
And that's why they eat rice, because it's cheap.
It keeps you going, and it's extreme. You can buy rice for 20 pesos.
Yeah.
You know.
We were at a car dealership, and I just said, I told Janessa, I'm not going to play this game. And I just asked, I said, I want to talk to the most knowledgeable person about this automobile that you have. And the lady says, I'm the manager, I know everything. I asked her 12 questions. She didn't know the answer to any of them.
Exactly.
What does this do? I don't, and it's all, I'll find out. And it's you
so
can't say,
annoying.
you just told me you know everything.
Wasn't
you
I
can't say
with
that.
you once, and I kept asking questions? I don't remember what it was, but I was looking for something, and it was so frickin' annoying because they kept saying, I'll go check.
I'll go check.
Where was that?
Yeah.
I was with you. I don't remember what I was
Yeah,
buying. I was so annoyed. We just started laughing. Because it was ridiculous. Okay?
Yeah.
But that's what they do here. That's just the way it is.
Oh, you go to a restaurant and you ask a waitress, "Can I get this without, like me? I can't eat mayonnaise. Can I get this without mayonnaise?" And her answer is, "Well, let me find out." Like, how do you not know that answer? So
just say no mayonnaise.
I'm like, so did I tell you my pizza story?
Let's hear your pizza story.
I said, I told the lady I want a pepperoni pizza. She says, we're out of stock. Okay. Well, what pizza do you have? She says, we have all the others. I said, all the others are available? She said, yeah. I said, okay. Well, your meat lovers pizza has pepperoni on it. She says, oh, yeah. I says, okay, I would like a meat lovers pizza with no sausage and no Canadian bacon. All I want is pepperoni. We can't do that.
Maybe it's frozen.
I don't know. Maybe they're. But if you see their oven, they don't look like they're pre-made. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I know.
But it's just, you have to be able to just.
Well, I had problems getting paint. The hardware store.
Yeah.
They have all these things that have pigments. They don't work. They don't know how to use it. There's nobody here that knows how to use that pigment. So I said, well, what paint do you have? We have red. We have yellow, we have green, white, and black. That's your choice. Yeah. I had a hard time finding a store that could give me the color I wanted. I wanted turquoise. They don't have paints. You have to take a white paint and color it.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't. They have a chart. They have charts with all the colors from the manufacturer. Okay? And they have a pigment machine. But the two main hardware stores I went to, the two big ones, they didn't know how to use it. One looked like it hasn't been used in years. Like they put trash on top of it. They've been putting junk, empty boxes and stuff on top of it. Like they haven't used it for years. They said, well, we don't know how to use it. So they have it, but they don't know how to use it. And it's like, who knows? The pigment's probably dried up inside anyway. So it's absurd. It's absurd. I had to go to a smaller store that was able to mix paints to get it. Oh, so annoying. Asking for a rake, we don't have it. I'm walking around, I find
rakes. Around the corner and they got a shelf full of
rakes.
Yeah.
I told them I want a square shovel, and they're looking at me like, we're out of stock, sir. They have no idea what a square shovel is. Okay, they don't call it square shovel. So if they don't know the name,
they don't have it.
If they just said, I want a shovel, and then go take me over there, they'll have pointed and they'll have straight edge shovels. But they don't know what a square shovel is. So sometimes when you ask something, they don't recognize that terminology too, and their answer to everything is, "We're out of stock, sir." Yeah, they don't tell you we don't have it, or what. They don't ask what is a square shovel. I mean, anybody else logically, if they didn't know what it was, okay, like they don't know Phillips screwdriver or straight screwdriver. They just know screwdriver.
What do they call it?
Yeah, screwdriver.
Just screwdriver.
But then they'll Carolyn called it a star.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, a lot of things that we use, and it's just they'll just say we don't have that, we're out of stock. So you have to make sure when you ask something, you clarify what it is, or show a picture on your phone. A lot of times I'll show a picture on the phone. Going back a ways, a buddy did answer the question. I don't use the fake sweeteners. Stevia is what I use, which is a plant.
Yeah.
They have, what are the names of the fake sweeteners? I don't even use them anymore. They have blue and pink. I don't use them. They have them here. The little dry powder sweeteners that has a chemical in it.
I don't use
I don't
sweeteners.
You don't use sweeteners. Okay, yeah. So, Yeah, I don't use those either. I use stevia. And so I carry stevia with me. I was able to buy it on Lazada. And they have little tablets in a bottle that dispenses one at a time. I have one in my bike. I have one in the house. I gave one to a friend. Who only uses it. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I want a coffee or I need to sweeten something like tea or something, I'll use my stevia. So it's more natural. It's healthier.
I'm surprised at the things that you can buy, like through Shopee or Lazada. And that's kind of like the Amazon here, right? But I bought Jack Daniels on Shopee.
Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
On Shopee?
Delivered in my house.
Was it expensive?
Probably
not. Shopee's usually cheap.
1,100 pesos for a 1 liter bottle. I mean, it'll last me
$20?
2 or 3 years because I don't drink much anymore.
That's
but
roughly $20.
$20, yeah.
That's cheap.
$20, yeah. Delivered to my house.
Actually, Dexter just turned me on to
Shopee.
something because I've been ordering parts at Honda, and it takes 3 months. Okay, I'm serious. It takes 3 months. And he says he's ordering parts for bikes on Shopee, and it takes less than 2 weeks. And he says it actually is in Honda wrappers, in the Honda seal.
Genuine OEM, yeah.
Yeah, it's not aftermarket. It's original market product, and he gets it in 2 weeks. I literally wait 3 months for a panel. If someone wrecks the bike or scratches up the side, and he says it isn't really that expensive. He says in some cases it's cheaper than Honda. So I need to start using Shopee. I don't use Shopee too often. I'm a big Lazada user, but I think I'll switch to Shopee for Honda parts from now on.
Yeah, I use both.
Use both, okay.
Yeah. And Amazon. I use Amazon too if I want something.
Problem is, Shopee doesn't work on my cell phone.
It doesn't work on mine either.
Okay, so I have to use the laptop for
And
Shopee.
I have a Philippine number on that phone, and it won't
use it. No,
it doesn't work.
All right, I'm not getting any more questions. We got 60 people starting to drop off, and also it's lagging on the internet. So
how do you deal with ants? You don't. They're a pain in the ass.
Sweet and low, yeah, that's
Can't
one.
Get rid of them.
Ants is a big problem. You can have. There's a company out here that comes out and sprays and puts out powder.
Tiny little bitty things that are.
You can't see them with your eyes.
They're a pain in the butt.
You need a magnifying glass to see those suckers. They're fast. I don't know how they be so small and move so freaking fast. Those things scurry.
We don't leave food out. We keep our bread in the refrigerator. I mean, everything. We don't leave, and those tiny little bitty bastards are. I mean, we're not infested with them by any means, but you still see them.
Well, there are exterminators.
How they come from?
There's exterminators. You can hire them. They'll come in and they'll spray everything. You take everything out of your cupboards and you bag it, and they'll spray, and then they'll leave powder, and it does get rid of them for a couple of years. You got to do the outside and the inside around the perimeters. If you have pets, it's supposed to be natural. It doesn't hurt them. I wouldn't guarantee that. So it's supposed to be a natural product, but not the ones on the shelves, but the ones that they spray around the perimeter of the house. It's supposed to be okay, pet free or pet safe. Anyway, sweet and lows, that was the one. There's another one too. Boric acid works, and I think you mix it with something, probably honey. Of course, that makes it sticky, but you can mix it with something that they like, so in case you have sweet ants. Sometimes they like sweets. They go after sweets. Sometimes they go after rice, believe it or not. Oh, I got to tell you the story about Carolyn and rice. Oh my God. So we had a really bad problem in the apartment. We had these tiny ants. Okay, they're coming from everywhere. It was ridiculous until I sprayed. But she left they leave rice on the stove and they cover it for a day. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to leave rice for a day. I don't leave any food out for a day. Okay, if you're done with it, if you're done eating it and it's cool, you put it in the refrigerator. Okay, no, they leave rice out on the stove. Well, she left it, and the cover was cracked. It wasn't totally sealed. It was at an edge to let the steam out or something. So I got up in the morning, and I'm looking at what's this dark matter moving around on the rice. 100,000 of those tiny little ants. Okay, we're coming up somehow from the counter, going across to the glass top that touched coming down the glass and going on the stove, up the stove, into the pot, and they were all in there feeding. Okay, I'm going like, oh my God. Okay, so we got to kill these ants. We got to throw this out. Carolyn stops me. She goes, no, you don't. That's food. You don't throw food away. Now, this is freaking rice. White rice. Okay? We're not talking it's not $1 worth of rice. Okay? I said, maybe a quarter's worth of rice. Who cares? No, you don't do that. I go, what do you do? She says she dumped it. She heated up a pan hot, dumped it into a pan, and as the ants crawled over the edge, of course, they would die. So all the ants left the pan in a scurry because it's getting warm, okay? But they would burn up. They had no choice because they couldn't stay in the pan, so they died. And then I said, "You're not going to eat that, are you?" She says, "Yes, I am." I says, "Oh my God, don't be serving that to me. That is just ridiculous." But she says, "We don't throw food away. This is money. We can't afford to throw food away. This is province thinking."
Yeah.
I mean, it was clever to heat a pan up and get the ants off the food, but the ants have, in my mind, have touched and possibly pooped on that food. Okay, I mean, they may be small, but there was 1 million of them. I mean, it was literally a black cloud sitting on the rice. Literally in 10 minutes, they were all gone. But I wouldn't eat that rice. Would you?
No.
And why would it be worth it?
It's not worth it.
And I'm going, just throw it out. Just throw it out. She got mad at me. She was, I said, well, I'm not eating it. Don't serve that to me.
It's just different culture. Well, there's things that they'll eat that, like the balut.
Oh, yeah.
I got balut.
Balut. No way.
Yeah, balut and dried fish. Do
Yeah,
you eat dried fish?
Oh, hell no.
I can't
stand
smell
this.
of it. Yeah.
The smell of it. They cooked it one time in the house. I says, never again.
Thank God we have a dirty kitchen out back.
Yeah.
You're not cooking that
stuff
inside.
stinks.
It stinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll make soup and then she'll go out and pull leaves off of some tree. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's making soup. I says, what kind of a leaf is it? Oh, it's good. Says who?
Yeah, they use a lot of leaves off of trees. We have a lot of open fields here. She goes in there and she finds stuff that's Italian leaves. I forgot what they are. The spice leaves. You smell it. You smell it and you recognize it. The smell. I don't know what the hell it is, but she finds them out there. I don't know what the hell they are. She brings all kinds of bunches of branches of leaves in. She does wash it off, not with soap, but she rinses it off. Okay,
with the dust.
And then she puts it in the soup.
Yeah,
for flavor. And she said it's healthy for you. All right, we don't have any more questions. We're gonna say, I think we're gonna call it quits. Are you good?
Yeah.
Everybody, we're gonna be saying goodbye. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll have to do this again. Hopefully, Paul come back next week, Wednesday, if he's in town, and hopefully he will be. Anyway, say goodbye.
Take care, guys.
We're going to end the
and
stream.
Gals.
All right, let's end the stream here.